You're on mute, Sajeev ji.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samastajana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Yonta Pravishya Mamavancha Mimaunch Prasuptam Sanjeevayat Yakhila Shakti Dharaswadhamnam Anyausha Hasta Charana Shravanatwagadi Prana Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Prana Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Samacharana Sarojam Sandra Neelambudabham Chaghana Nihita Panim Mandanam Mandananam Taruna Tulasimala Kandharam Kanjanetram Sadhaya Dhabalahasam Vitthalam Chintayami Vitthalam Chintayami. So we have reached 12th chapter. I was just let me go to the 12th chapter. Okay, chapter 12. OV1. Om. Salutations to Sadguru, the spring season. You are present when the sense of quality is destroyed and the season of the sense of unit is at hand, and when the cool breeze of that season enters every garden of knowledge. OV2. At that time, the withered leaves of ignorance fall down, and new delicate leaves, which have the color of desirelessness, appear beautifully everywhere. 3. Though the heat of the ascetic quality of desirelessness turns all the trees leafless, the spring season causes new reddish delicate leaves to appear on them. Number 4. By the advent of the spring, the trees have many horizontal branches and many flowers bloomed on them. The flowers of Soham, I am that. OV5. The bumblebees, which had become blue-black because of their unity with Krishna, came rushing to these flowers. They took away the honey from the flowers with such a delicacy that the pollen in those flowers was not at all disturbed by them. Number 6. The bumblebees were very happy to taste the rich honey. They entered the lotus heart and took rest there. They proceeded through the door of Sushumna, the central yogic channel of cosmic energy in our body. OV7. They penetrated the 6 lotus flowers and the 2-petaled lotus at Ajna Chakra, and being carried onward on the wind of sandalwood, they reached and entered the 1,000-petaled lotus beyond the Brahmarandra. Number 8. Having thus enjoyed the white pollen there, the groups of bumblebees became uncontrollable, and in their happiness, they created a lot of humming confusion. There were waves upon waves of the self-joy. Number 9. By this time, various sounds of silence arose without beat instruments in 10 types of resonance. Those sounds were also enjoyed by the bees, and they became silent. Number 10. There the bunches of fruit of liberty were hanging, making it a very grand scene. By that enjoyment of the fruits, the jivas experienced satisfaction of their desires, and they began to announce the word Soham loudly. OV11. Just then the seekers, like some peacocks, spread their feathers due to extreme love and came into the garden of the spring season, where they began to dance and made great sound of Guru Nama. Number 12. The kokila birds that were rules and regulations were up to now silent, but when they saw the spring season, they gave up their silence and began to sing hymns in praise of that king of all seasons. Number 13. In the lake of devotion, the water is very clear, and the lotus flowers of 9 types of devotion were in blossom there. The devotees took bath to their entire satisfaction and started to play water games continuously. Number 14. The Chakravaka birds with the Jiva and the Shiva, was sipping the water separately. But when the sun of knowledge, with the Sadguru, arose, in that light, both the birds came together very happily. Number 15. Because of the advent of spring, greater kings of the forest were very enthusiastic. The self-bliss flower began to shower from the trees. The pseudo roots went down and penetrated the earth, and perhaps reached to the region of the divine serpent Shesha. Number 16. The wind of knowledge, rich with the fragrance of sandalwood, began to blow, and the goddess of the forest came in a great mood, and the pilgrims on the path of liberation took sweet slumber of great comfort of the Atman at that place. Number 17. The Lord Sri Krishna is giving the teaching to Uddhava in this chapter. And here the Lord is the Sadguru, or the spring season, who gives happiness to the rich garden, which is the devotee. Number 18. In this 12th chapter, the greatness of the company of saints is described, and the questions as to who is the doer of the action and what is the nature of renunciation of karma are discussed. Number 19. At the end of the 11th chapter, the Lord has promised Uddhava that he would tell him the secret of spiritual path. So Uddhava began to look eagerly at the face of the Lord Sri Krishna. Number 20. Uddhava was eager to know what secret things the Lord would tell and what words would be spoken by him. 21. Just as the bird Chataka drinks the rainwater in the sky only, so eager was Uddhava to listen to his teaching. Number 22. The condition of Uddhava's mind was such that he wanted to accomplish the bath, the Sandhya prayers, and dinner at one time, or to understand the knower, the knowing, and the known simultaneously. 23. The Lord Sri Krishna, who was very kind to his devotees and generous by nature, noticed the eagerness of Uddhava and began to give him secret knowledge.
न रोधयति मां योगः न सांख्यं धर्म एव च न स्वाध्यायस्तपस्त्यागः नेष्टापूर्तं न दक्षिणा व्रतानि यज्ञश्छन्दांसि तीर्थानि नियमायमाः यथा वरुन्धे सत्सङ्गः सर्वसङ्गापहो हि माम्.
Meaning of the verse. The Lord said, nothing holds thee dear to the seeker, no yoga, no saukhya, no religion, no self-study, no projects, no money, no vows and observations, no yajna, no Veda, no visiting places of purity, no rules of code of conduct, etc. As I am held and attracted by the company of saints, which creates freedom from all attachments. 24. 8-stepped yoga practice has no power to make me pleased with the seeker. The worldly thought about choice between the permanent and the impermanent is also unable to reach me. Number 25. One may always keep thinking about the Prakriti and Purusha, but that thinking will also not be able to make the man worthy to reach my state. 26. The various duties of morality, including non-violence or the truth, are not capable to reach me. Though a man may recite the Vedas completely, which is very meritorious in public opinion, he will not reach me by it. 27. Then what status has penance here? The worship of God through 5 types of fire is also useless here. The vows of the fast for Chandrayanas are out of their capacity because I am not to be pleased by such fasts. Number 28. A man may renounce his home, may burn in the fire sacrifice called Viraja, all his attachment to all belongings, or accept the initiation of sannyasa. But I, the Almighty God, are not pleased with all this sadhana. 29. People have become crazy performing rituals according to the Vedic rules and scientific procedures, but I am not pleased with them. The poor people have only to undergo a lot of troubles in the perfect performance of offering of oblation in the sacrificial pit. Number 30. People may generously give cows in charity, donate land, offer till and other grains, and money also. But I am not pleased unless they drop their pride of being a generous person. Number 31. Further, people may observe various days of fasts like Shankashta, Chaturthi, Rishi Panchami, Vishnu Panchak, Buddhashtami very regularly, but I am not caught in those observances. Number 32. Or having spent all the belongings, some may accomplish the great sacrifices of Ashwamedha and Rajasuya, but they do not make the man eligible to attain me, because I, Sri Krishna, is not won over by these sacrifices. Number 33. Further, persons may dig wells, lakes, develop gardens, grow trees by the side of public roads, build resorts on difficult ways through forests for the use of travelers, or execute various religious functions, but I cannot be pleased. 34. Some may recite very difficult Vedic chants, or have sessions of repeating secret mantras, or perform strange, meaningful sadhanas, having great powers in them and purity. These observances are not on their own able to bring me nearer to the performance. 35. There are many sacred places of pilgrimage with great blessing in the waters there, like Pushkar, and they may be famous for their power to destroy sins, but these have no sure way to reach me. 36. Some people observe the code of conduct with control of mind and regulated actions, which may be very exhaustive to them. These seekers cannot reach even my door. 37. O Uddhava, I will later on tell you details about the good aspects and limitations of these rules of conduct in detail. Here we are dealing with them in short. 38. Please remember one thing. Those dozens of rules of conduct and the group of all other religious efforts really do not find any path to come to my Vaikuntha. 39. If at all these people remain in the company of saints, then only all those efforts will be fruitful, and it will be as if all the efforts have personally come to my home. This is the tradition. 40. The company of saints is a strange thing. The relationship with the saints destroys all other involvement and attachments, and I am directly in contact with my devotees who have not to depend upon anybody else to come to me. 41. A worm is transformed into the butterfly by constant thinking. Similarly, when the devotees maintain intimacy with the saints, they also are transformed and become identical with me. 42. For example, there are ordinary trees around a tree of sandalwood. They also receive fragrance from that sandalwood tree and are sold at high cost. Number 43. Those ordinary woods are also used as sandalwood to honor God and Brahmins, rich people and kings. 44. So my devotees become worthy by having the company of saints, and I also love them. Number 45. O Uddhava, please remember very well that to attain to my position, there is no other sure way than to be in the company of sages. 46. I told you some of the methods of penance. They are all affected by pride. Number 47. Please listen to their peculiarities. In the eightfold yoga system, control of breath is so difficult that it is never completely conquered. And if at all some success is gained, the occult powers distract the aspirant. Number 48. In a person who has the talent for discrimination between the permanent and impermanent, often there is a pride of knowledge, and his mind has tremendous desire for money and public honor. Number 49. Some people practice non-violence. They strain water to avoid killing of small life. But in the very process of straining, thousands of bacteria die. So their non-violence implies some violence. 50. Now suppose some Brahmins recite Vedas, hoping to see me personally. But in the Vedas, no statement is made about the main problem of Brahman. Therefore, that reciting is useless. Sacrifice and charity are also not enough. Number 51. If penance is observed by the body, that person gets angry. He never conquers the anger, and it always goes on increasing. Number 52. Even if everything is given up and a man becomes sannyasi, the pride about physical body continues. Viraja Homa is also not useful because the man is proud of his rituals. Number 53. If the rituals, according to the Vedas and sciences, and provision of public amenities are done, even then divine pleasures become an impediment, and these rituals finally prove to be detrimental to the man who does those things. Number 54. If many donations are given, the mind starts to expect the result, and the man also becomes proud of his generosity. Number 55. Some person observes Anant Vrata and uses a thread of 14 knots, but forgets the immeasurable God. So he misses the real God. Number 56. In many yajnas, there are so many details to be observed that somehow defects creep in the yajna. And if at all perfect yajna is accomplished, the man gets involved in receiving the fruit of the good deed. Number 57. In the case of Veda mantras and other secret mantras, their pronunciation is required to be exact. These mantras are prepared by expert human beings only. Many persons have become mad because of wrong diction of the words. Number 58. People go to pilgrimage by coloring their dresses suitable for the occasion, but they do not get peace of mind, and many become beggars, and they do not get a moment's rest. 59. All the rules, dozens of codes of conduct are limited to the 24 elements of Prakriti and the Purusha. The Paramatma who is beyond as the 25th main principle is not attained by anybody. Number 60. So all these spiritual efforts undertaken on your own are having many defects, which I have told you just now. Number 61. If these spiritual efforts are followed under the guidance of a saint, a Sadguru, then they are successful. Number 62. If the Guru does not tell anything definite, the seeker, according to his whim, undertakes much wrong type of penances, the details of which, the dangers and the secrets of which cannot be known by a layman. Number 63. But I am going to tell you about innumerable people who have reached me by keeping company of saints and have not to bother about so many details about various means.
तत्सङ्गेन हि दैतेयाः यातु धाना मृगाः खगाः गन्धर्वाप्सरसो नागाः सिद्धाश्चारणगुह्यकाः विद्याधरा मनुष्येषु वैश्याः शूद्राः स्त्रियोऽन्त्यजाः रजस्तमः प्रकृतयः तस्मिंस्तस्मिन् युगे नघ.
Meaning of the verse. By the virtue of company of saintly persons, the sons of Diti, Yatudanas, deers, birds, angles, divine damsels, serpents, masters, charanas, guhyakas, vidyadharas, as also in the human kingdom, merchants, shudras, women, etc., belonging to the relative ages, having the rajasic and tamasic nature, have reached me. 64. If one observes many persons are born in the categories of beings belonging to ignorant and rajasic and tamasic nature, but having chosen company of saints, they have come to me permanently. 65. Among them are demons, danavas, birds, beasts, angels, the divine damsels, siddhas, charanas, and vidyadharas, as also cobras and poisonous serpents, etc., who have reached me. Number 66. In this way, when birds, beasts, and serpents have attained freedom, human beings are naturally of a higher category, and by company of saints, the merchants, shudras, and women have also reached me. Number 67. Not only this, but there are some people who are out of caste, and others do not take even their name, and they run away from those dirty persons. Number 68. Even those downtrodden persons have attained status equal to me. They are respected by gods and Brahmins also. Such is the greatness of the saints. Number 69. If people who are considered low and disrespected become honorable by the virtue of being in the company of saints, oh Uddhava, you are very innocent and you have great merit. So you should choose to be always living with the sages and the saints. Number 70. For example, pure gold is already valuable. And if a jewel is fitted in it, the gold becomes worthy of having a place in the crown of a king. Number 71. Similarly, when a man is already having merit, he gets the opportunity to live with the saints, and eventually he gets great joy. Gods go to them, and even the Lord Shankara and others come to see them with all eagerness. Number 72. The Lord of Death, Yama, salutes their feet. The sacred places wish to get blessed, wish to get the blessed water from their feet. And thus a person who has devotion and friendship of saints becomes so fortunate. Number 73. It is obvious that persons from these categories of demons, women, shudras, and others have been liberated. But I should say here that many others in the various ages have been emancipated because of their relationship with the saints.
बहवो मत्पदं प्राप्ताः त्वाष्ट्रकायाधवादयः वृषपर्वा बलिर्बाणः मयश्चाथ विभीषणः सुग्रीवो हनुमान् वृक्षः गजो गृध्रो वणिक्पथः व्याधः कुब्जा व्रजे गोप्यः यज्ञपत्न्यस्तथा परे.
Meaning of the verses. There are many who belong to lower categories but reach me by devotion. They are Vrishapava, Bali, Bana, Maya, Vibhishana, Sugriva, Hanumana, Ruksha, Elephant, Vulture, Merchant, Hunter, Kubja, the gopis from Gokula, and the wives of Brahmins. 74. Ritra, a demon, was enemy of the Lord Indra. He is praised by Vedas also. His mind was always in a state of equilibrium, even during actual fight. He therefore came to me. Number 75. By listening to the stories told by Narada, while in the womb of his mother Kayadhu, my devotee Prahlada became famous, though belonging to demons. 76. Vrishapava, a very brave Daitya, became my devotee and was of equal status. I became a young Bhattu at the door of the king Bali to beg for land. Number 77. When I tried to deceive Bali, I myself was deceived by the turn of events and had to be a doorman at his palace. Number 78. Banasura was the son of Bali. By the boon received from Shankara, he had become very powerful. He kidnapped my grandson. Narada was the spy. Number 71. I caught Banasura and cut down all his 998 arms, keeping 2 arms intact. Shankara intervened and requested me to spare his life. Number 80. He said to me, you may by mistake kill the son of your own devotee. I respected Bali very much. I guard his door, and therefore I emancipated Banasura and Lord Shankara. Number 81. I did this to please the Lord Shankara, and Banasura was happy. Number 82. Arjuna allowed the fire to burn the forest by name Khandava. Mayasura, the resident of that forest, was on the point of being burned. He surrendered himself to me, and I have saved him. 83. Vibhishana was brother of Ravana, a demon, but as he surrendered himself to me, he became my beloved devotee. 84. Sugriva, Maruti, and Jambuvanta were monkeys. They were famous for their bravery. Jatayu, who was wounded by Ravana, was liberated by me. 85. Gajendra was caught by a crocodile in a lake. The family members of that elephant had also left him. He began to call me at the time of his death. Number 86. He lost all hopes about life and threw a lotus flower toward the direction of Vaikuntha and called me for help. Number 87. I heard his call, and without waiting for the eagle, I went to that elephant with great speed and saved it from the crocodile. Number 88. You see, the elephant was only an animal, but because he remembered me at the time of death, I took him up to my abode. The Puranas have therefore praised him. Number 18. Yeah.
I think we can pause it. Good. Lovely start. Please share your thoughts, Ajit.
Yeah, the beginning verses were like, very about they're talking about something. I think what I gather is about liberation, something like liberation, spring season, and the silence and all those things. And then also it talks about the various chakras, and some metaphors were there about the bumblebees, like moving from one chakra to the other. So something about liberation I gathered from those verses. And then talking about some of verses were talking nice about good things about company of saints and how it can liberate you. And no matter what rituals you do, Vedic rituals, they are very difficult to follow, and you may make mistakes, even in chanting of mantras and all. But actually keeping company of saints or learning from guru is the right way, the recommended way from this. Yeah. So yeah, these were some points I got. And then the last few verses were about devotion and how Bhagavan actually rescues those who actually truly are real devotees, and in the time of and time of death also they recall Bhagavan's name, like Sadhila Gajendra and all. Or, so
And all those middle verses where doing yoga, visiting this, visiting that, all that is useless unless you have surrendered to the Lord. So that part was really very beautiful. Unless it is done by the instruction of the Guru, then only it's going to get fruitful. On on our own, when we do it, is our ego that comes. I visit temple. I did this puja. But if the Guru is saying, see, you go and do this, then it is because Guru has advised it is. So the I has gone lower and my Guru has said this and you're following Guru's order. So when it is directed by a Guru, then it is more fruitful. So, and what you said was the earlier lines, it is giving the importance of the Guru. Guru is equated to the spring season. The Guru's presence is making everything. And so it is that same tone. So those were all metaphors, whatever it was said, heat of something. And so it is all the metaphors and bringing Guru has been. So one must go back to read those verses. Those were the most beautiful and powerful verses, showing the importance of Guru in that. And the verse itself started, no, first and the second verse, na roshaiti, na yoga, na sankhya, na dharma. So all that is, he's not. And in the end, he says he's attracted by the company of saints, which creates freedom from all attachment. Saints are not attached. We are attached to the. So this is coming to, today we were doing in Gita class chapter 5, that how a yukta is acting and how a ayukta is acting. How yukta is karma phala asakta, and ayukta is having the agraha, kamakarena, he is doing all the actions. And he is phale saktaha, he is attracted to the desire. And here Lord is saying that we are wanting Lord because we have to fulfill something, our wish. But saints are not wanting God for that. Saints, because they realize the highest truth. They want God for the sake of the God. We don't want Lord for the sake of the Lord. We want Him to save us from something, give us something. We have this kind of attitude. So Bhagavan says over there that it's all this will not work for me. I'm attracted to the saints because they don't have any attachments, he says. I felt that was very beautiful. Good. Great start for the chapter 12. Tomorrow we continue from 89. Tomorrow Padmaji is going to read, right? Today her camera is off. But she will hopefully do.
Yes, I was not able to find the 12th chapter, so I didn't come. Later on, I found the PDF.
Okay. So tomorrow you'll continue from 89. And Nikhilaji, you just see the verses and keep so that you can chant the verses. Maybe if you want me to chant and send the audio, I'll just send some audios now for you to refer. Okay. Over to you, Sajinji, for the closing prayers.
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु.
Thank you, Sajinji, for lovely reading. Thank you, everyone, for joining. See you all tomorrow. I'll be on the go. I'll make Nikhilaji host and I'll leave the meeting. It will get recorded again.
Hariom.
Tomorrow, which temple you will be visiting, Varshaji?
Tomorrow, I'm doing temples in Changanasheri area. There are some very old temples. One of that is called Sri Vallabh Temple. I have to see. Perunna one temple is there. So I'm going in those areas tomorrow. If everything goes well, then Sunday early morning, if I can go at 5 o'clock and reach the temple before sunrise, then there is something that can happen, but I'm not sure about it. That is Sun Temple. So it's in Suryapuram, Aditya Kshetra, it is called. So that is one in the plan. And this rain should not be there. When it rains, everything stops, because in Alleppey side, if it rains, the water from the field merges with the road and you can't identify the road. So even the buses, everything, the road closes, like that it is. And then the people who are totally stuck, they are taken to some camp in the school. So schools are closed. Otherwise, everybody's stuck in their houses and then they have their boats to go. It's like that. So it gets tougher to cross from this side to that side of Alleppey. So I'm just hoping it should not rain and I should complete it between this next week itself before the monsoon gets deeper.
Sure, you'll see that temple and we'll get the photos.
Thank you. With your well wishes, it will happen. See you all tomorrow. Hari Om.
Hari.
Hari Om. Thank you.